we're not going to have. So,
Oh, let's do it.
no. Politics, religion, body issues, no thanks. Not touching on all that. That sounds like a dangerous slope. You guys got me for a few minutes this morning before I turn it off, but I wanted to come on and say good morning. Happy Thursday. It's a fantastic day here in the Americas. And I think today's gonna be a fantastic day to be a realtor. But you guys get my day rolling off with some good positive energy, and I want to give it back to you. So what are your wins, your celebrations? Something you're just dang proud of.
My buyers got pre-approved yesterday, so we're gonna go look at a home that they really like and we've already saw before. So
And that's awesome. Congratulations, Jessica.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
do you want to know any even better news?
Yeah, I do. I'm a sucker for good news.
So this one beats that one. I am
Not a
12
competition, Jess.
I am 12 weeks pregnant.
Hey, that does beat it.
Hey,
You win.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Another baby on the way. Woo!
Still showing up even though I feel like crap every day.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. That's
Oh, congratulations.
Number one tool for lead gen, babies and puppies.
I mean, my dog is terrible at phone calls, and my
Not a puppy.
son sucks at phone calls. So, congratulations. That's exciting. That's freaking cool.
That is cool.
All right. The rest of you slackers with no cameras or voices, what are your wins, your celebrations, something you're just dang proud of? Dan, how am I supposed to follow up on that news? Anything. Come on now, quit comparing yourself to
I
others.
know, Jessica just broke it.
I'm meeting with a potential new agent today to add to our team.
There you go. Love that.
I love that too.
Jim's got you out there recruiting for him.
Didn't even know it.
We call that leverage, girlfriend. Hey, invite her to them to the call, if it's him or her or it, whatever. Invite them to the call tomorrow if you want.
I already invited her today. She might be on now.
Is her name Yolanda?
Yep.
Hey, she beat you on the call.
Is she? Hi, Yolanda.
Good morning, Yolanda.
Good morning.
All right, Thursday is situation day. So let's talk about some situations, some things you want to work on, some things we need to shucker. I've only got a few more minutes, but then I'll have to turn it off to one of you badasses to run the rest of it. Who wants to take over? Raise your hand. Thank you, Jimmy. He's all, damn it. I'm walking. Fuck. I'll stay as long as I can. I don't even the leaders that I need to meet with right now, so they're not here yet. So I beat them to the building.
Where are you?
I am at 9,000 North Pima, or sorry, East Pima Center Parkway in Scottsdale, Arizona. To be
Got it.
completely exact where I'm at. So if you're sending a missile, it's going to hit me right square in the back of the truck. So we talked about it the other day. Remember Eric? So Eric and the whole team aren't going to be on the call this morning because that's whose team I'm meeting with and presenting with. So they'll not be on the call. But Eric was talking about us the other day on that offer. If you were here, where he was putting the offer
Morning.
5, it was listed.
What team is Eric on, Dan?
Team Integrity.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah. So Eric, Trey, Maggie, Sheldon, Jess Liphart, and Aaron that they're on the call in the morning are all Team Integrity.
Do they not do their own calls anymore?
They do this one because they're new.
Oh, okay, cool.
This has become the official environment of growth for Team Integrity.
And full of realty group. Just
And-
FYI.
And I'm good with it. This is an opportunity for you guys to all grow and develop, though. I know from experience, people grow into the conversations you have around them. It's a bold law, it's a truth in the universe, but if you're talking about business and you're talking about advancing your business and different techniques and different structures, people are going to pick up on that. You're going to create neural pathways of understanding without ever doing the work because you're around the conversations, you're around the engagement, you're being exposed to an understanding that you didn't hear before? Would it surprise you to find out that once your brain expands to understand a new philosophy or a new idea, that it never restricts backwards? Okay, without ruining your childhood or your adulthood, before I do, does anyone think Santa Claus is real?
What do you mean?
Wait,
do you
Santa's
mean?
not real?
I know. Like, what's up with that?
Get fucked.
Good thing my
Okay,
Good thing I'm
kid
not
isn't in
dropping
the
off Finn
car.
this morning. Yeah, good job,
Yeah.
Dan.
Funny for sure is real though.
Oh, I knew
I
it.
just dropped my son off at school. Thank God you didn't say that in the car.
There you go.
Oh no.
But I'm making one of the most extreme polarized decisions. Once you learned that, did you ever unlearn it?
No.
Exactly. So once you learn something, it's hard to unlearn it. So if you're around the wrong lessons, the wrong advice, the wrong interactions, the wrong people, are you learning the wrong
Good
lesson?
morning.
Yes.
Yes, and it's hard to unlearn. One of the most difficult things I do with agent transfers is break habits. When Kristen Cole took over our company about 5 years ago, she said in a meeting shortly after she did her observation walks, she said, the sentence I'll never allow you guys to say ever again is, this is how we've always done it. Well, this is how we've always done it. She goes, I don't want to ever hear that again. I never want that to be the excuse for why you're having poor performance, poor engagement, poor follow-up. Because just because that's how it's always been done does not mean that's how it needs to be done. So what conversations, what situations are you not succeeding in because you're doing it the way you've always done them? What new tool, what new idea, what new resource, what new group of people do you need to be around so that you can learn how to do things better, differently? What are some thoughts? What do you have at your fingertips almost 24/7?
The phone.
Coffee.
You?
Well, all three of those are correct. But mainly it's you have data, technology, resources. So, Mike, do you mind if I share our conversation from last night? Not at all. So Mike calls me up. He's got a new listing he's working on. He talked to the seller a couple months ago, got CMAs, got market analysis, got some information together. What you guys may or may not know about Michael is he is a researcher. Deep dive, get in the numbers, get in the weeds, find all of the data. And that takes some time. Well, he calls me last night and he asked me how, he's like, I know you had said something about using this AI and this thing and this thing and this thing to do what I'm trying to do. Can you show me through? After, I don't know, 20-30 minute conversation, we kind of walk through the technology, we walk through the prompting, we walk through the access, we walk through the ideas, and then 5 hours later, I finally responded to his email. Sorry about the delay. But he was able to put something together that he shared with our team this morning. And just one little switch, did we not create a different way of doing something? It may be better, it may be worse, but it's different.
I mean, I think it's better because it's more in alignment to the conversation I'll be having. It's more in alignment to the market. And it was just one little tweak to it, and it completely changed it. Where the first market analysis was good, but I felt it set an improper expectation because it went with a higher market average, which, as everybody knows, once you give someone a certain number that is more in alignment to what they want rather than what is reality, that's what they stick with. And just by doing that one tweak of adding into the prompt, please, rewrite it in a way of a downward market in order to protect the seller in helping them make a good decision. it completely changed the whole thing. It still used those numbers of what it would be, but it also cautioned as to why that's dangerous to price it at those $20,000-$30,000 higher numbers.
Yeah, and I'm sorry you got that prompted 10:30 last night. It was just the next time I had a chance to get to my email, but Mikey's
It's okay.
absolutely
I ran it at like 2:30 4 this morning. So
when you woke up. Mikey's absolutely right. One piece of input changed the entirety of the result. So that's why I want to talk about these situations this morning, guys. Is what are you working on that you're not so much struggling with, but you want to make better? And that's what we need to talk about. So I'm going to give this to you to talk about. This is your conversation now, okay? So run with it. What situations, topics, or objections do you guys want to work on and mastermind together to become better? You have 18 minutes together. Maximize it. I got to run. Who wants to be the host?
Jim.
Jess?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm saying Jim could be the host.
Jim can be the host.
I got you. What do you guys need?
So
I'm on my phone.
but you guys need to actually like talk because I can't pull you through.
Hey.
And
Go away.
My thing is follow up. I am terrible at follow up, and I feel like as a somewhat new agent, I like get bummed when people don't like text me back or call me back. So
Yeah, that's such a good point. I'm the same way. I'm terrible at follow up too. Like I'll talk to somebody and I'll go through my database or I'll be updating something. I'll be like, oh, I was supposed to call them like 3 weeks ago. But then what do you do when you make that realization?
Like when I realize I need to reach out to them.
Yeah, when you realize, oh crap, I forgot to follow up or whatever, or I only text them twice and they didn't respond. Like, is that where the question's lying? What do you do after you text twice and nobody's responded?
Well, I normally will try and follow up for like a couple of weeks, and then it's like after that, it's like I don't necessarily give up because I still have them on my database, but essentially I kind of am. But it's
So
just like I feel like I just need to like, and I know so many people like Dan have like told me this before, uh, like stop taking things personal,
for sure.
you know.
Do you have any tools that you can use to help you with your follow up?
I do, but I am just terrible at it. Like I know that's like one of like my main things I need to work on. Like I'm doing all the other work. Like I'm doing like a couple open houses every week, like
Well, that's
trying
lead
to
generation.
trying to get more leads, but it's just my follow up is just not there.
So the number of leads isn't the issue. It's following up with the leads that you do have. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I did say earlier I am pregnant. So like one of my main things right now is like I don't want to be doing open houses when I'm
Yeah.
like showing and like by myself. Like I just
Yeah.
don't feel comfortable doing that. So now I'm like starting to realize like I need to start focusing on my database right now.
And I was joking earlier. I said puppies and babies are the best lead generation tool because it gives you a reason to reach out to people. Hey, I just want to share good news with you.
And
And then
I mean,
puppies just
also,
make good social media content.
yeah, they do work. But Jim's exactly right. I mean, you don't have to reach out to him exactly about real estate. Just reach out to him just to have a conversation and be a friend. Um, and I know that there's kind of that we have that preemptive idea that when we call, we're, having to talk about real estate, but that's just not the case. I mean, I had a conversation with a friend of mine that it has nothing to do with real estate. I don't get a lot of people reaching out just to see how things are going. Especially in my graphics business, everybody You know, I mean, for years I took pride in the fact that I'm always busy and always hustling and blah, 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 you know, and always on the grind. So that kind of became the identity for me, was that I'm always working. So, you know, I think a lot of people just took that as like, he's always working. We're not going to reach out to him. But every now and again, I'd have a couple people that just be like, hey, how's it going? Just, you know, what's going on? And those are the ones that stood out the most to me, obviously, because it's like they weren't contacting me for anything in particular. You know, there was definitely some people that were like, hey, how's it going? And then, you know, a few minutes later, you'd hear the, okay, well, I need this from you. But then, you know, finish the graphic, whatever, and then not hear from them until they need the next one. So, um, and I have the same problem with it. Because I have that in my mind, it's hard for me to call people or reach out to people because I'm thinking, oh, they're just thinking I'm just calling them because I want to talk to them about, you know, selling a house or buying a house or real estate needs, when you could just reach out to them and just, you know, just say, hey, just want to see how you're doing. So
And Jessica, you have like an instant in because your husband's in the military. You guys have that connection with the other wives that husbands have leaked to. So that is a great way to build your database and just have a relationship with them. It doesn't have to be real estate. It doesn't have to, I mean, their husbands left too. You know what I mean? And so just building that support system for you, especially since you're pregnant right now and you've got the kids already, expanding your friendship base and talking with the other wives, the you know who the girlfriends, that type of thing, and working on your database. And you're just a personal, easy person to love and get to know. And so having that support and being there with them and getting that support back would be a great way for you to build your database, because eventually you're all going to get stationed somewhere else. You know what I mean? And so they're going to be looking for a place, someone to sell and to buy,
No.
and you could be their person.
Tiff.
Something that helped me when I was reluctant to call is one of our leaders said that nobody's going to help them more than you, and you're not bothering them. And most people do respect us when we follow up with them, or they're just happy to get a call. Like someone else was saying, how often do we get a call for people just checking up on us? So
Yep.
just sort of getting all those things out of our head, and just, if you're bad at it, just to try to buckle down every day and do whichever works, if it's calls or visits or whatever. Just time blocking that to make yourself do it.
Can you guys hear me?
And then I was gonna say, a lot of people say don't make it about real estate. I kind of say bowl. You know, that's what we do, and that's how we specialize. That's how we serve people at high levels. That don't make it real estate-y, don't make it salesy, don't make it like slimy, but kind of make it funny. At the end of the call, be like, you know, hey, Jess, is so good talking with you. Glad to catch up. But I do have one quick favor to ask. I've got a new baby on the way. That's a whole nother mouth. As you know, I make my living, you know, selling real estate. Who do you know that I should be serving?
Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I got
You
you.
guys hear me?
Yeah,
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So anyone that tells you that they struggle with follow-up is bullshitting you, first of all. Second of all, every successful agent has overcome that. Okay, they still struggle with it. I still struggle with it, but I didn't start becoming somewhat successful until I started working on follow-up. It's not getting the leads. It's not the social media. All that stuff is fun. It's the boring, monotonous shit that you have to do every day that gets you there. The fun shit is cool, but that doesn't get you where you need to be. You have to, and the thing is, I started using the CRM, I think probably 8 years ago. So I've been doing this for almost 20 years. That means that I can't even think what that's 11 years of no CRM. I wasn't very successful. Now, all you need to do is put all your leads in some type of campaign where you're actually calling and texting. The emails are cool, but again, that no one responds to that shit. Let's be honest. You got to talk to them, text them. Those are the things you have to do. Even yesterday, I did a whole bunch of stuff when it came to printers and shit like that. But after I was done, I said, fuck it. I was about to go home because my brain hurt because I'm not that kind of person. I sat down in front of my fucking computer and I started making calls. And I always start off the happy anniversary and the birthday call for that reason. Because there's no way that they're going to be upset about those type of calls, and that keeps my energy up and going.
Yeah, so good. And like Anthony said, successful agents, everybody struggles with follow up. And it's not even a follow up problem, it's a discipline problem. We all know how to follow up. We know we should follow up. Why don't we do it? Lack of discipline. Is it on your calendar? And if it is on your calendar, I tell people all the time, show me your calendar, I'll show you a bunch of lies. But even if you have your calendar time blocked, etc., right? If you're not following it, if you don't have the discipline to protect it, it doesn't matter what you put on your calendar. But the key to it comes to the discipline, and that's what I struggle with it. And then finding a coach, surround I leverage this call, but find people that can help you progress your business forward and hold you accountable for when you lack discipline. They're going to hold your feet to the fire. Switching to the Wi-Fi, I'm going to break up in a second.
I have a question about when you guys get like your seller multiple counters and organizing all of that and sending out the counters. Just for organization, like, do you guys have like a system or anything? Because, I don't want to miss an offer or miss a call, or I'm just trying to really be organized on like my communication with my files and with the agents. Like, do you guys have a system for that?
The first one is put all offers into a Excel spreadsheet.
Okay.
I didn't create it, but I can email it to you. All I did was Google multiple offers, and it sent me something that I just started punching in things, changing things, depending on what the offers were. That's one way to present offers multiple, so you don't have to go over all the contracts with them, just the main points. Second thing, if you're that busy, get a TC. They'll take care
Yeah,
of the
I have a TC right now. I just like to be on top of it. Like, what am I sending the TC like for my own knowledge? Because I'm also getting calls too of like, hey, where's my offer at? I'm keeping a track of everything on Google and stuff. I know it's probably gonna sound lame, but is anyone like organizing files with AI, like looking at all offers, reviewing stuff? Like, is anyone taking anything like technology forward to review and stuff? Nothing?
So man was supposed to have kind of like that where you put all the fees that they read the contract and spits out everything that I put into it.
I'm sorry, I can't really hear you.
I'm sorry. A
Yeah.
man was supposed to have some kind of option where you're able to put multiple offers in. And then the account with the contract, it was the contract, and it spits out everything to the Excel sheet. I stopped waiting for it and I just did it myself.
Okay.
Do you have
Same. I
command?
just
Jack?
use a.
Say that again.
Do you have command? Because that's what he's talking about. Command. lets you-
I do have command, or sorry, I'm with Real now. So we used to have command, but you use command to filter in your SNCOs and stuff.
Yeah, it allows you to input all of your offers into the opportunity, and then it presents
Everything
kind of-
together.
yeah, exactly. But it helps you. That's just one way to kind of keep track of what's out there.
Yeah, because right now I'm just like, okay, like I'm looking through every offer. I'm sending individual counter offers because I don't want to be sloppy and not respond to, I don't want to just send out one general one. So that requires just time looking through the contract, reviewing it. So I didn't know if there was like some sort of AI that if I put in a filter, it'll like filter stuff out, or I'm just trying to be more efficient and
Right.
smarter with the organization. Obviously not overlook things just because, there's technology, but what can I use, or what are other agents using to organize themselves when they have, because I got 13 different offers on this house. 13 different calls, agents, like it was a lot, and answering the same question. So I was trying to organize myself on that, seeing that there's holes in what I'm doing. So if there's some way I can improve it, I want to know.
Hold on, Abby. I'm going to share a file. 1 second.
Okay.
There you go. It's super hokey, but that's what I use. But just so you know, I know you have Lofty with Real. Lofty does have a transaction tracking tool and a multiple offer scenario tool.
Okay.
That's perfect, Jim.
Really have to, I like that. I have something similar. Yeah, I have something similar to this. Okay.
And I mean, I learned this from my cousin who does about 560 transactions a year on their team, and this is what they use.
This is what they use. Okay. Yeah.
So it's like if it's not broken, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, it was more so like I don't want to like just trying to be better. Like if there's a technology out there, I need to use it. But thanks for reminding me about the Lofty thing. Like I really do need to explore that CRM more. I feel like I had Command down, but I'm slacking on learning the Lofty system.
Lofty's such a powerful CRM.
Do you
I've
use
used a handful of them. I do now, yeah.
Would you I know we work for different brokerages, but I would love to like sit down and learn more Lofty because like on a one-on-one level, because I haven't been able to attend a training yet, but
for sure. Well, for my team, I'm going to do like a CRM training thing. So we're all going to be using the same CRM.
Okay.
And then I'll just CC you in that.
Yeah, I would love
Or
that.
anybody else that wants to too.
So I'm part of a productivity coach for my team.
Nice.
I'm helping with agents. And one of the classes that I wanted to do was actually on Lofty specifically because we all are kind of like new to it. So if there's ever an opportunity for even us to bring you on.
I'd love to just be part of it and learn too.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Jim.
And that's good. I think the teacher is always the best student. So I learned the most prepping for new training. So.
Mm-hmm.
We got 2.
Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, I appreciate it. I with story time, but I had an agent who was blowing me up on an offer, blowing me up. We couldn't accept his offer because he was FHA, and we were following the 90-day flip rule. And he was blowing me up. He finally was able to switch his clients over to conventional. I told him, hey, we're getting this inspection done. We're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing that. The buyer's agent never asked me for, a copy of the inspection report. And I gave him like a short timeline for contingencies for inspections. And he was totally up for it because he was trying to compete with this other offer. And then he wasn't sending me the request for repairs or anything like that. And then when he canceled on the transaction and never called me, never asked any questions, didn't even like negotiate any credits or anything like that, which my sellers were open to doing. He just sent the cancellation without calling me. And so I was calling him back, trying to figure out what was, what we could do to kind of like, resolve the situation. And then he sends me an angry email saying that I needed to pay for his buyer's inspections and all of this stuff, and trying to scare me to pay for his buyer's inspections, but he never asked me for the inspection. And then he never answered my phone call and sent me and my broker like an email saying like, I was calling you to ask all these questions and this and that. And I just told him, I said, candidly, like, you only were calling and blowing me up when you wanted to get your offer accepted. And then once you were under contract, you didn't negotiate for your client. You didn't figure out a way to make this work. I was giving you a phone call. I even responded to your emails and said, how can we make this work? So I'm just with this property, I'm trying to be as diligent, as organized as possible because I'm getting so many calls, which is great.
I mean, when you're getting that blown up, yeah. I mean, you're the advocate for your client. You're the advocate for the seller. When you're getting blown up that much, you're getting that many offers, and you have one little like, forgive me if there's any Karens on here, but you have a Karen that's, oh, I'm trying to work with you and you're not, helping me and blah, blah, blah. No, submit your highest and best. I don't have time for your crap. Yeah. Which it sounds stupid, but I mean, at that point, it is what it is. You're in a bidding war.
Right. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fabi, that happened to us too, not too long ago, where the agent kept on bombarding us with calls and calls while I'm trying to negotiate offers. We accepted his offer, and then he goes not only he goes dark, and then all of a sudden I receive a cancellation. Well, first he wasn't the winning. We rejected his offer. How did it happen, Lydia? We rejected his offer, and then he made a big stink of it that he had an accepted offer because he submitted 2 offers. I'm like, no, when we rejected your offer, we rejected all offers. And then he made a big stink of it. My client was a little upset, but finally said, you know what, never mind. Let's just go with this one because I don't want to have to deal with any threats, because he was trying to threaten. And then all of a sudden, 3 days later, after quietness, he cancels on us.
Yeah.
So sometimes that's going to happen, but yeah, when you're dealing with a lot of offers, sometimes you just gotta focus on you and your time and your client, not so much the agents that are bombarding you with calls, because that
Yeah.
does get overwhelming sometimes. I get it.
Yeah. So just trying to be more organized on that.
And
And
use that as
then
the exclusivity too. Hey, we're getting tons of stuff. I apologize. I'm trying to help you. The most helpful thing I can tell you is write your highest and best.
yeah. Yeah. So wish me luck on this next one, guys. We have an inspection back. We have a sewer scope. My client's repairing the sewer. They're going to be finishing it hopefully by next Wednesday. So I just told that we have one offer that we're looking at pretty closely here, possible acceptance. But I had a conversation twice on the phone, and I just told him candidly, like, if you're going to send us a full list of repairs, and you're coaching your buyer to do that, like they're going to be disappointed, because I'm trying to be upfront with the seller. Is a flipper. He's not. They're a big company. That's not like one person individual doing it. It's a big company. They are very corporate. They will go out and do the sewer, but I've been asking about the other stuff on the inspection, and they're like, meh, probably not. Like, and I don't want to give this promise to these buyers that I'm going to be, offering these credits and doing all the repairs on all the stuff. Like, I'm trying to be transparent as possible so that they also don't get disappointed. But with the agents, like, do not send me a full list of stuff, because I'm not promising you that. I'm promising you one thing, and that's the sewer.
No,
Can
let
you
them send
say
a
in
full list of
California
stuff.
this is an as-is property? Like what you're offering is on the property as it is, and the seller's
The
not.
contract in California specifically says all properties are as is.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Until the inspection, no?
No, everything's as is. Just because there's a bad inspection doesn't mean it has to change the price.
Yeah. Well, I've had that conversation with buyers, like when I'm the buyer on the other side, and it was like, well, yeah, candidly, all houses are as is, but until you do an inspection.
That's how it is in
It's still as
Arizona too. It's exactly how ours is.
Even if there's an inspection, it has to be disclosed, but it doesn't force the price to be changed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of agents like to think it does.
I like to say it does when I'm on the buy side.
Sure. I mean, I'm going to use it as leverage, but
right. Okay.
But then the nice thing about them doing inspections, and let them write a laundry list of stuff. When they do the inspections, they do the appraisal, they do whatever. They're already vested. They've paid money for those inspections. They're less likely to get out of contract. So, welcome it. Yeah, I'll review it with my sellers and let you know what they say.
Yeah.
They said no thanks. Bye. Next.
Got it. Yeah, guys. Thank you.
Oh, and don't negotiate repair requests until you get a appraisal as well.
Say that again.
Don't negotiate. I know Arizona is different. They do, but California, they usually do an inspection contingency and then an appraisal contingency. But I usually don't negotiate a repair request until the appraisal's been done for 2 reasons. One, I don't want to negotiate twice, and the second reason is if I have to negotiate an appraisal adjustment as well, I don't want to have to do one and then the other. I'll do both at the same time. For example, say they have $20,000 of repairs and my client agrees to $10,000 worth of repairs, and they agree to the $10,000 credit or whatever, and then the appraisal comes in low. Now we got to drop it $10,000 also. Like, I'd rather just do all that at one time.
Mm-hmm. That's helpful. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point.
Now again, on the buy side, I'll negotiate them separately because I'll try to double dip it.
Negotiations class with Jim. Thank you.
You bet. All right, y'all. That was fun.
Janet, thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, I hear somebody
Yeah.
breathing.
I have to hop off, you guys, but
All right.